Congratulations on season 3. It is such a good season. The ending was like a love-hate relationship because I was like, wow, this ended great, but it sucks because now I gotta wait for season 4. But I kind of want to start things hot and heavy. My Trey, I'm coming directly to you. Do you feel like Davy is some sort of superhero representation wise? She's like making out, she's stripping with her boyfriend. And I feel like for brown people, we are not represented that way. I'm 26 years old. My mom tells me to close my eyes when we watch a kissing scene together, and
Love
I
that
am
for you.
married.
Love that for you. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. But how do you feel about, Davy and her character as a whole?
I will say she is a little bit of a hero in her own story, but I think she's just one puzzle piece, though, of many stories to come. I mean, Davy can only represent so many people in the South Asian community, and only so many people will be able to relate to her. If we all, as a community of South Asians, which in itself is a huge blanket term, if everyone could relate to Davy in South Asian communities, Davy would be a really lame character because she would have no specificity to her. There wouldn't be any boldness or just strong attributes to who she is. So I think she's one step forward, a huge step, but I think she is one step forward to getting another South Asian character that is nothing like Davy. She's just is a superhero in her own right, is what I want to make sure is clear again.
Tell us about season 3. How chaotic is it? How dramatic is it? Because I feel like all of the seasons leading up to this moment have kind of followed the same line.
Ooh, there's a lot of drama. There's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of new characters. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of sadness. There's just a bunch of mix of emotions that you'll get within watching the 3rd season.
It is still ridiculously funny and ridiculously moving. The triangle becomes a rectangle. We have a very wonderful, hot Indian love interest happening, which is just amazing. We're so proud of him, and it's such a great storyline.
Megan, I know with your character Anissa, there is like a little bit of tension last season because you were the new cool brown girl in school, and in season 3, do you find that tension continues because now you're with Ben, and like he kind of may or may not still have the hots for Davy?
Yeah, I really think that Anissa's like too cool to care. I think that's like Ben's issues are Ben's issues.
Yeah.
I think that Anissa and Davy have like squashed any beef that they have and have moved on for the better and have become closer friends. If anything, shout out to Ben because we got closer because of it. So I think that Anissa's chilling, honestly.
In the show, the characters go through some really embarrassing moments and they hide a lot of things from their parents. So what is A, the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you in high school? Or B, what is the biggest secret that you hid from your parents?
What?
I think honestly, after Never Have I Ever, I didn't really have many secrets from my parents anymore because I'd rather they find out from me versus TMZ. That's sort of the mentality. But I think maybe one secret I kept from them for like a couple of hours was I got like a tattoo and I just didn't. I just didn't tell them. I went with my friends and I got a tattoo, and it was like my second tattoo, so it's fine. Like it's not like the first tattoo, but yeah, I didn't tell them I was gonna get this one, and then I just showed them a picture of this tattoo. They're like, "Oh yeah, that's a nice design," and then they looked at it a little bit longer and were like, "Wait a minute, is that your skin?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, yeah, it is." And they didn't care. They were like, "Yeah, it's your body. Go buck wild." So,
girl, you are brave. Kudos to you.
This is actually my first year of college. There was a girl I really had a crush on, and she walked through my hall, and I knew she was going to be coming back down the same way to leave. I was dabbling in guitar at this time. Like I feel like everyone does at some point. She was coming down the hall. I heard her talking with her friends, and I decided to come out with the guitar. No, it gets worse.
No, it's so good.
Someone my neighbor had parked their bicycle too close to my door. I tripped over it, fell, broke the guitar, looked up and was like, hey, it never worked out for us.
oh my god,
I
don't understand why.
I'm not that smooth. So
you know what? It's the thought that counts. You went for it, you did your thing, and I appreciate you sharing that incredibly embarrassing moment with me.
The biggest secret that I kept from my parents in high school, oh my gosh, they still
don't know this,
Uh-oh.
but I was in a half a year relationship with an exchange student. And sorry, mom. She doesn't know this. Now you know. Hopefully she doesn't watch this. All right, move on.
I think the only thing that's embarrassing that I do is sometimes I just like blurt things out and I get really excited. And I'm also not great with faces and names. And sometimes I just like forget I've met people. So
The most embarrassing moment that I can remember, I was homeschooled my last 2 years of high school. So in my freshman year of high school, my friend who was a volleyball player was peppering outside, and that's kind of when you like practice hitting the ball before everyone. And there were like no hot guys at my school. So sorry to Downey, California, except for our varsity volleyball team.
Yeah.
They had like the cutest boys. And so I was standing outside with her and she was peppering the ball with her other teammate, and it like went up and it hit me, and I was standing right next to a pillar.
Oh no.
It hit me in my head, ricocheted into the wall, right in front. And I had to play like I wasn't in the most pain I was, because all of the boys were over there like looking at me like, is she okay? Some were laughing. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. I literally had a whole bump. It was crazy.
Oh my goodness.
And that's how
I'm
the varsity
sorry I
volleyball team
laughed.
remembers me. No, it's fine. I can laugh at it now, but I mean, and I laughed at it then too, because I was playing it off. But yeah, that was probably the most embarrassing moment.
Her mom's
Just for
watching
that,
this, so she can't answer. Should I go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my biggest secret, which they now know because I've said this in interviews, and my mom was like, but basically I snuck out all the time, late at night. Yeah.
I commend you for that. Would never risk it. So I'll live vicariously through you.
Well, I
do you
had a
have an
very
answer for
easy
that?
access from my window. It went.
Yeah,
straight out.
I was definitely a little promiscuous during my high school years. And I was in India, so it was like really on the DL. Yeah, it was great.